Hi there, today we're going to review the Skydio 2 drone. This is a flight review. Hello everybody and welcome to addshot. If you are returning or your first time visiting, we appreciate you viewing. Today we're going to review the Skydio 2 drone again. All music and video made from scratch. So here we go, we're gonna get launched. It did take me about a minute or two to get GPS. I was trying to launch from my hand and it wasn't having it. So I set it down in the case and did a typical launch and it launched with ease. So here we go, we are gonna do a little hike today and it is smoky. I will be the smoke walker and you know, I just want to give it up to, all the firefighters out there helping people, and really have to give our hearts out to people who have lost during these times. The smoke is unbelievable, but we always have to remember what's going on right now. And 6 years ago, fire ripped through this area, but you rebuild, you move on, get through with God's grace. So moving on, we're just going to review the Skydio 2 as I tromp through the bushes and get going. And pretty much at this point it loses me. So it's basically on a GPS only signal at this point. There's no way it's going to identify me or find me in these bushes. Plus I think another thing that's going on is I am heading downhill and it just never ever requires me when I'm heading downhill. But there are so many bushes, it's just too hard to get going. So eventually I stopped and figured this out about a couple minutes in, and that it was never really tracking me at all. So I get it back closer and I dial it in. I set it to reacquire and we're going to be back on a follow me, heading through the bushes, through the trees. There's going to be a lot of branches, a lot of twigs, just a little bit of everything. So here we go, you can see it coming up behind me now, and it's always sensing its environment. It's trying to figure out which way to go, and I'm just trying to go anywhere I can. I'm just walking into tight places, and you know what, I'm not even looking back. I'm just going. The phone is in my pocket, the beacon is in possibly my other pocket or in my hand, but I'm not really looking at it. So as you can see, it's trying to navigate this tree and it just slips through the tiniest crack. Who would have known that you could even get through that way? And then it gets around. Wonderful. There we go, creeping up the back. Staying on me. This drone is amazing. This isn't any rapid action flight here, but you may be hiking somewhere or wanting to get some good footage of you in an amazing place, and there's probably going to be trees, rocks, obstacles. And there it is. Can't follow. Not enough room. So it met its little match right here. This isn't a very tight enclosure, but it does sense those branches and it's not coming through. So it gave me the alert and I turned around and just kind of came right back to it. So new path. We will set a new course as I try and get my phone all back set, acquired. And so the drone is now tracking me. This is just great. It's just sensing its surroundings at all times. It's so easily able to miss the obstacles, but it's always plodding its way through. And once it finds it, it is just so cool to see on video. So the purpose is to basically just hike on out here, try and get this thing kind of hung up or you know, see what it does basically in any situation. So, you know, I'm looking at these places and these, you know, these tight little areas that I'm fitting through are just, I know the drone's not going to follow me, but, you know, you got to put it to the test, and that was the whole scenario. And again, there it loses me. And again, can't follow, not enough room. But that's okay. For some reason, it still had GPS on me, or reacquired like right away, and it had me. So it just moved on up and over, and I didn't do anything. But now it's on me again, so no problems. We're still going. But if it can't sense a way through, it is not going to, you know, charge through any small, tight spaces if it can't help it. And so tracking from behind, just heading up this hill, trying not to breathe too much smoke. Got my respirator mask on. So I'm constantly trying to change its position. I'll probably have to do some more videos where it's on like a fixed position, but I really do like having the ability to change at any time. That's what you're hearing me, is when you're hearing me click the button and rotate it. Yeah, there we go, finding its way through. This is great. Tree branches just everywhere, so hard to see. You know, I believe I saw in the owner's manual to watch out for tree branches and lines, telephone poles and wires, and you know it's true. But, you know, this thing has to be tested, like I said. So here we are. It's just gonna follow me through here. Some of these openings are so small. And it just usually will hover for a little bit. It is like constantly calculating. It's just looking for open sky. And I'm looking back wondering if it's gonna keep coming. And eventually, since it still has me with the GPS, it hasn't given up yet. It sees something up and it's going up. So it's going up and over. It's also always reacting to my position with the beacon, so depending which direction I go in will also determine how it gets out of its situation. Great shots. A total rigged GoPro mount to put a camera straight in front of me and a camera back on me. I got the drone with the third camera option. So it's been a good day out here. We've been enjoying ourselves out here in the smoke, but we are reminded of the people that are going through tough times and are always thinking about the people that have been helping them. First responders, Red Cross, people from charities, social groups, donating their times and efforts to help people. That's what it's all about. So we're gonna take it back now and get it back to the launch pad. I'm beat. I've had a good hike. Huffing smoke through this lead paint mask. This is probably one of the craziest, smokiest days. And it just came to be an idea that I needed to do something, and I've been wanting to do a hike video for a while, so here it is. And so typical, just trying to get it to land, and I'll be using the beacon to control it. I kind of like the simplicity of the beacon to fly it, whereas the touching of the screen on your device can be cumbersome at times. So you see the phone just has been in my pocket the whole time. So no real issues today. I tripped it up a couple times just through some branches, but really had a great flight and enjoyed how it tracked me. And I'm going to try and do more hiking and more other things with this drone to test its capabilities. And here it is coming in for a landing. Beautiful case landing, part of the update. Totally awesome. Another good day, another good flight. Didn't crash. I love this drone. Hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. There's more to come. Please subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.